We have arrived. We're going in. No pets allowed, no dogs. Right off the side of a highway, because they want you to drive by. Closes at dusk. So we're here at the top of the mesa. And this is where the caveats begin, or the holes. This is very easy to dig into. You can see how there's some steps that have been created.
I don't think we saw this last time, did we?
This is where the ladder up is. Yeah.
I just don't remember this part.
The ladder to the top. So we're going up, guys. We're going up there. That is where some of the most impressive petroglyphs exist anywhere, right along that panel. So, join us. Rex levitated up there. Let's do this. And you can see the foot spot where everyone came up right here. We're going to see tons of metates up at the top where they were grinding corn. So, when we get over there, we'll be right back. You can do it, Alan. Wagon wheels. Wagon wheels! Well, we're here at the wagon wheels at Tsankawi. And I've come to this feature where these two megalithic blocks are sitting above this feature, which has the quote-unquote trails like this, and you can clearly see steps here. But this is a fracture in the rock where water seeps, and so they're collecting water in here and redirecting it. So this is definitely a way to redirect water, as well as get up here. Don't get me wrong. But I think bar none that is kind of proving that that's like a holding basin. I don't think anybody's living in that little hole.
Well, yeah, I don't either. I'm looking. Maybe in an interdimensional portal there.
We are at one of the deeper channels, Allen for scale. And what you're going to notice is that next to these water channels, there is a groove here. There's a trail where people can walk, because they're not walking in the water channel. They're walking to the right of the channel, and I noticed this trail last time. It's above the water. Clearly you can see steps here. So when it's raining and the water's flowing, you can walk to the right of the channel. As it's flowing down and watering the corn. Look at this. We're coming up to some glyphs. And then look, you can even see a step over here and then a step over here. So the water can go through your legs.
Here we go. This is it. No, I want to do a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if this is the technique, though, that's worth noting. Like, if somebody's actually trying to carve this out,
The beginning of the panels.
the technique would be to cut it to make it easier.
And you wouldn't need advanced technology to do this kind of stuff. You just need some muscles and some time. And
Yeah, and this isn't tremendously hard.
No, it's
No.
very soft.
Like, I can flake it off with my hands.
And then it's got the, this is I think off close to Spanish Trail, so you've got the crosses marked here. And I just find this fascinating because it looks like a panel, and we didn't see this either last time, Diamond, this axe.
No.
the big guy's holding.
Yeah.
The big guy's holding the axe. Then there's the average sized person that looks like a kid in comparison. But see, the interesting thing is, it looks like only these two have the antenna or the hair, the same hair. This guy doesn't have it, but it looks like they're happy. You know, they're waving. They're not warning people or anything like that. It's just like, hey, this is our tribe. Check it out.
Now, the crosses that look like they're made by somebody else, it's kind of interesting that there's a lightning bolt in between two of them.
Yeah.
Right there, yeah.
Snake.
Right, because, like, why would let's say if the crosses are the Spanish, why would they be putting a lightning bolt or a snake in there?
I think that's low, and that's part of graffiti. The low ones tend to be retraced, and they remove the lichen, just because dumb people come here. So it could be that that's fresh.
Yeah.
Someone just made that. Maybe to accentuate what was there that was older.
Could be.
I'm really excited that we saw it this time, though, Diamond, right
With
there.
the hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so also we were saying that the initial interpretation of those antennae are feathers. But I did some research on the Tewa people, and they had a butterfly whirl hairstyle that might be the actual people who made these petroglyphs.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And that's why they made themselves the biggest, because this is them.
I have two hesitations about that idea, though.
The whirl is too high out of the center.
Okay, first of all, the hairstyle comes out of the sides of the head,
Yeah.
not out of the center. And
Yeah.
the second reason is because we've seen glyphs like that before
Yep.
with an antenna.
So
in
maybe
other places.
maybe they are feathers.
Or maybe it means something else.
Maybe they're antennas.
Maybe they're antenna.
Maybe it means something else.
Now, also what we noticed the other day out there, or
Oh,
I
there's a
noticed
penis.
when I was at panel 44, I went to panel 44 and there was a person that had the same head shape and the same But he had like 4 antennas instead of 2. And Diamond was saying it might even be the same artist at that time that was going around putting together stories. I thought that was an interesting
Yeah, like he's the
hypothesis.
guy with the story, the alphabet, the language, and he goes to cities to share it with everyone.
The teacher.
The teacher
Huh.
is the artist. Well, we got lots more pictographs to go. Stick with us.
Lots to look at. Be excellent to each other.
So we're on top of the mesa,
That sounds sassy.
where the Tsankawi city was. And we're standing on top of some of the structures that have since crumbled, which are made of the same volcanic rock. And you can see from the way this hill is that there were some structures there. There's huge piles of pottery up here. And we're about to go over to where there's this monolithic piece of basalt that was used for something. Either a sundial or a lightning rod or some type of a tuning mechanism. It's absolutely fascinating. And they had to carry it up here. So that's what makes it the most bizarre. I wonder if it's over there. We'll be back when we find it.
Watching this very curious.
They're lowering a child off a cliff now. Look at these trails everywhere. Keep going. There's 2 tunnels and tons of other things. There's the penis glyph again. For real. Yeah, that was the. There's one of these caves has like a comet and the sun. This is what I was looking for. Something electrical. And so we've got that Jacob's ladder. There's just so many worn out glyphs. Yes, sir. There's almost a ladder cut in there to the right. Handholds. Goes straight up the rock. See it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do,
I
do,
do.
do, do, do,
That's
do.
exactly what it is. And then if you go to the left here, there's also some petroglyphs here that are like, but it's hard to see. I see some of the cosmic H's again.
Here,
And
up
then
front.
a dude, yeah, right there.
Faded. Awesome. Let's go see more. Watch your step. This is on purpose, so the sun hits the back wall. And there were glyphs back here depicting something. Another staircase to the heavens. Where are you guys at?
Right here. There's a stairway down right there.
Stairway to heaven?
Pretty steep one.
You're not supposed to do this in the snow.
There's this whole story in this cave thing.
Yeah, this is the one we
This
did.
is the one you saw?
We depicted. I was just in another cave with a portal that showed this story, which is, it was like the sun. You could see it much better.
Well, this has a sun in it too.
Yeah, traversing across.
Yeah. I did two panoramas in here.
It's just bad lighting.
This guy looks like a Kachina doll.
Yeah, we just got some of these square heads.
But, so this is interesting too. What's up with this fabric?
Someone brought that in to sleep here.
You think?
Yeah. Yeah, someone's squatting in here. Yeah, so the serpent goes across the back.
Yeah.
All
And then
the
that's
way-
where it looks like mountains right there.
Yeah, there's the mountains, and then there's the sun on the other side.
I'll go back up there. You should come check it out. There's the stairway. Stairway from heaven to heaven. These things are awesome.
Alan, just like the ancients.
Yeah. Awesome. Check that stairway out. They're the easy one. Even in the snow. Yeah. No, yeah, through the whole, you have to go through the building.
Unsteady on my feet. It's really annoying.
That's not slippery at all.
Well, the snow is a little slippery in my shoes. It's fine. I think going down is messing with me more.
At this apartment building we just spotted over here on the edge of the mesa.
I wanted to go through.
And then like the landlord lives down there to the left.
Yeah. Yeah, there's that small room down there. Look at that. That's interesting.
Yeah. So that's something else to do when we come here.
What?
Hobbits live here.
Hobbits!
That's what I heard.
This is where the hobbits live.
What are those dots over there?
I don't know, I was just wondering that. But they're forming a line as if that's the start of a carving. Isn't that what it looks like?
Yeah, it's very worn. Here we see evidence of hundreds of people grinding stuff on this rock alone. And then here, even the most recent ones that have been protected from the rain. And then this rock was not here. These metates are all the way back here, so this has slid down since they were working here. Gives you some idea of the age of that boulder. So those geese are crazy.
They are. There's actually access behind this boulder from the top of the mesa.
Yeah.
You can actually climb right up there, scramble right up the rock. It's kind of interesting. Huh. This is a weird one.
The double arrows with the Y?
Yeah.
This is a plasma snake with antenna on the left.
Yeah.
And then,
Straight lines.
yeah, this is some, it looks like a lot of that could be worn. There's
Okay,
just
here's some more of those,
so much here.
Here's some more plasma stuff. And the spirals, the cosmic spirals. There's two of them up on the top. One right there, one to the left. Actually three. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. Bunch of plasma bolts.
Snake. Looks like Parat instabilities right there. In the shade.
1, 2, 3. There's 3 of them. And then the lines coming down.
Oh no.
And then the fucking arrows.
What's wrong with my camera? This camera error, turn off and on and I can't turn it off.
Uh-oh.
Oh fuck.
Hey, this is PG-13.
Is it?
Camera malfunction.
Have you gotten the self-monetized yet?
No.
On YouTube?
Nope. This is Nanu phallus head. Teletubby dude.
Teletubby.
And then we have more guy over here. The lighting is just not real good. Sorry, guys. And then there's clearly a block in the way here that probably wasn't there.
See something to the left of them too.
Yeah.
There.
Is that a horned devil?
I think it might be 2 circles overlapping.
Onward. To more glyphs. Pictographs. History is a mystery. He just went through the flake. There's some notches here that could be man-made. They might have had that sealed off for a while. You walk by this triangle.
Oh, I did. So did Rex. Walk by a triangle.
So they had something going on in this corner.
Yeah.
See the notches inside and out?
Yeah.
Look at those channels. Channel cuts.
Yeah.
Holy mackerel.
It's a stairway right here.
Stay way up.
I just can't.
It's not quite a triangle, interestingly.
Yeah, it looked like part of a body maybe.
It looks like a kid's drawing of a house. A Western house.
Yeah. It ain't going back down.
Okay, so there's definitely these areas of more ancient glyphs. Like we're seeing these panels that are very difficult. There's hundreds of glyphs on them, but you can barely tell what's going on at all. And even on these fallen blocks, literally hundreds of glyphs. And this is the area I think is like the Ten Commandments. Something was so important here, they removed it. Look at that. The whole thing was bashed away. The whole surface.
That's a good one right there.
Now we're coming into a more modern panel area where you can still see the older glyphs underneath. But the deeper...
This looks like the Sumerian stuff. This looks very similar. The three glyphs right there.
That spiral appears everywhere. I know it's at Bandelier. Yeah. It's like those big caves.
And there's the Sumerian glyphs, yep.
Probably thousands of people living here.
There's the Kokopelli. Standing on a guy's head. Remember I told you a Kokopelli standing on a dude's head?
Yeah.
Right there. There is a Kokopelli standing on a dude's head. And there's another one of those ladders. Anasazi much? That is a Kokopelli standing on a dude's head. I hope you can see that. Absolutely crazy. And this is literally the wheel of Shamash in the Sumerian, sitting on the block.
Oh yeah.
And a palm tree.
Yeah. I was just looking at that going, what was that?
More plasma up there. Just a plethora of glyphs here. What do you think, Alan?
Quite a few of them.
It's a Kokopelli standing on a dude's head. Here's the penis guy with the thumb head. There are glyphs on every single one of these panels.
They're so old.
They're wearing away. And it's just, my arm hurts from holding this camera up. There's so many of them. There's another penis guy. Take a look at that.
There's 2 channels.
A double cutoff.
Came from somewhere else. Wagon wheels for sure.
That's weird. Let me see that too.
There's evidence of a major cataclysm. Here on the top, all the pottery is just strewn about the top of the mesa.
Should not be there.
And then this block sitting here
Should not be there.
came from God knows where, below here. This came from below us, somehow.
That's what's really.
So this type of trail is down here, and this block has come up above from down below. So I think we got something pretty impressive here.
I think there was a plasma event here, and I think that maybe some of this stuff is older than what's the acceptable.
That had to be blown up.
That is just weird. But there's also an older channel right next to it, it looks like. Can you see that?
Yeah. Ready for this? Are you ready? You missed the door.
I got it.
Okay, good.
Oh yeah? What are you doing? Pointing at something? Yeah, please. Oh. Hello. Well, hello there.
Anthropomorphic door.
Anthropomorphic what?
Door. It's a human shape.
Yeah, it is.
Smells like roses in here.
It's because there were roses in here. There still are. They're
Yeah.
just dry. Interesting.
Oh,
There was a room in the front. Off the front.
yeah. This is where the main house was. Totally insane. Anthropomorphic door.
Ellen found some more markings up there.
Get Alan's reaction.
So that piece, that smooth piece that's up there where it should be, that really...
It's from down here. One,
So
like
what's
this.
with that weird... Do you see that sort of like almost diamond shaped?
Yeah, that's a marker from the park.
Oh, it's a marker.
Come down here. You think that's amazing? There's a human-shaped door.
It is, so your head goes in.
Yeah. And there clearly was like a room of some kind off the front. Like those probably held wood. Right there.
Do-si-do. Oh, so these are clearly evidence that this was plastered in the bag here. That's interesting. You can still see the plaster on the wall. But they were burning in here. This was some kind of a fire. Maybe they stored coals in that back corner. But that is black.
There's some really black markings on one of the caves in the back.
And there is a petroglyph here. See the pattern on the side with the dots? To the left? Right to the left. Straight left.
I'm looking to the left.
Right there. Top in the black. All the dots.
Oh, I see them now. Yeah.
Looks like dominoes or something. Oh, totally fascinating. I can't get enough, but I'm starving. My knees are killing me. Where's my turmeric? It's been a great day. And the trip just getting started. We've only been on the trip for 3 hours. So, it's been epic. Absolutely epic.
Well, there's only so many things that can take a huge piece of rock from down there and chuck it up over there. One of those would be some sort of blast water. That's the only thing I can think of.
There's holes everywhere. That's just on the side of the cliff. How do you get in that one? Gotta lower into that baby.
And those markings on the rock are upside down.
Which ones? Like the... It looks like a Natchez? Yeah, I was looking at that, trying to figure that out.
Might be upside down.
Or it might just be them.
Hey, who's that?
Yeah, look at that spot.
It's a little bit more evidence to Cataclysm. Nice little bonsai. Next to some ancient technology here. There's perfect radius on the floor here. We just noticed. And some evidence of Cataclysm here. These massive blocks. As if something hit here.